All right, coming into your junior season as a freshman, second team all conference, the sophomore last year, first team all conference. Just talk about your progression as a runner and your time here at D&E.
Okay. So I started here as a redshirted athlete, and basically the first year I had to build up my endurance more for the distance wise of it, and then that year I did a half marathon. That's when I really got good, and then the following year I started doing really good at the meets. I was getting PRs, and right around conference time, which was at Cedarville, I got all conference that year, and then this past year I got all conference again. And it felt really good to go even further with it, and I just hope that hopefully this year not only get all conference again, but like the team, so we can get rings on our fingers, and keep going further, and even to nationals possibly, hopefully after regionals.
I know you talk about that. Goals as a team, obviously one of the goals is to compete for a conference championship. What kind of goals do you have for yourself personally?
My goals personally, definitely like top 15 or top 10 at regionals, and for conference, top 3 this time, and definitely hopefully the team definitely gets top 10 too as well, like with me, like finishes like close to me and stuff. And that we also hopefully I make it to nationals and we all make it to nationals too.
Okay. Talk about Coach Piles. Obviously didn't have him last year in the fall, but he comes in the spring, chance to work with him a little bit. And now talk about the differences that he's brought into the team.
He's a really cool, nice guy, very encouraging. Definitely good workout strategies. We're getting faster from the strategies, and I can see the improvement with all of us, how we are building up that wiseness of running.
Now, as a chance, you've had a couple of weeks now to work with some of the freshmen and seeing them. What do you think about the team as a whole this year? You got a couple good upperclassmen on the men's and women's side, and then now some of these freshmen that are going to come in and fill in.
The freshmen, now us upper guys, we're still doing good. We're still at that same level like last year. And the freshmen are really, really good. I think they're coming in like super strong, and I think throughout the years they're going to get even better. Possibly they probably make it to nationals earlier, if possible.
Okay. Just as a conference as a whole, it keeps expanding a little bit every year. Talk about what it's like being able to run to some of these different places, and this year Malone coming in and what that means.
Running these different places, it's always interesting. Like last year we ran at Paw Short, and all these like random tons of teams running. That was good competition, and with Malone coming in this year, it's competition. That's what everyone else says too. But anything's possible. Like the reason why I say that, because like last year on conference here, Cedarville was kind of struggling on the hills, so Malone might be struggling somewhere too. So.
All right. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
All right, Danielle, coming back after a freshman season, you were able to get all conference at the end of the year. Kind of what goals are you looking for coming into year 2?
Well, I definitely want to improve on my times from last year in the 5K and the 6K, and then basically just to shoot for that all-conference spot again, but maybe this time a little bit better than that, or you never know, maybe win conference would be amazing for me. So those are probably the top 2 goals right now going into the season.
Talk about after the experience of going through that campaign, what would be things you would tell some of the freshmen coming in, or what things now that having been through a year, that you look at a year 2?
It takes a lot of hard work and dedication, so you definitely have to stay on top of things throughout the season. And I think the first several weeks of the season are probably the most critical, because you need to be focused and figure out what your goals are in order to be where you need to be at the end.
Okay. Looking in this year 2, Jason Piles came in the springtime, so you've had a chance a little bit to work with him. What's it been like with him, learning some stuff from him, maybe things he's added just from his experience as a runner on D1, and then being able to bring that here to help you all?
So far everything's been really great, getting to know him as a coach and like figuring out you know, how his coaching style is. So like, I think, you know, with starting new things now, I think down the road, like, it's really going to benefit not only me but the rest of the team. So that way we can, you know, be better and stronger whenever we need to be at like conference and regionals, which is like really important for us.
Yeah, you mentioned conference. It grows a little bit more this year with Malone. What's it been like? Obviously, last year was your first year with it, but knowing that it's going to keep growing and you're going to get a chance to run some different places and see some different teams. What's that been like, knowing that it's expanding?
It's definitely kind of frightening because it's a lot of good schools that are coming in our conference, but I think that the competition, or I should say more of the competition, is going to like help make us stronger, so that way, you know, in the future, you know, future teams down the road will be more experienced and competitive as those other teams that might already be now. So I feel really good about them coming in, and just hoping, you know, to be up there to be able to compete with them.
All right.